Greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, the good people occupying the space of the state, Nigeria, the oppressor of the children of God. We have come today to notify you of the developments around African states. We have come today to tell you that other African states are waking up to take their destinies into their own hands. I, living Chukwumerije, and from the table of the wilderness voice, I have come to spur you up, the good people of Nigeria, that we can get free from this kind of oppressive and turbulent government in place. But we can never get free from what we suffer today with our docile attitude. If you mean well for the good people of Nigeria, if you are a Nigerian, if you are a lover of Nigerians, I charge you not to hate every movement that is towards saving humanity, saving mankind. Any movement you see today, be it Oduduwa movement, be it IPOB, everyone that is agitating, be it from the Middle Belt, agitating for the freedom of fellow man, of mankind, of the good people inhabiting that space called Nigeria, that occupying that space called Nigeria. You need to embrace such movement. While other people, other states, other inhabitants of other states in the African continent are waking up to take their fate in their hands, to face realities of the time, Nigerian government, Nigerian state, Nigerian military have stifled the opportunity for these things to take place. While others are trying to get free from the Western oppressors, look at what is happening in Mali today. Nigeria government have remained so adamant, so intimidated, so inferior, so unproductive, undeveloping, and never want to grow. And we worsened it by the kind of government in place today. Nigerian government have faced series of retrogressive leadership, and it has come to the worst of it as we speak. It has come to the very worst that even the military has been infiltrated by insurgents, by militants, by terrorists. As we speak, Nigerian military has absorbed a lot of terrorists in the past 5 years. And this is so very harmful, and it is a very big time bomb that is awaiting explosion. Nigeria will be not even like Somalia in the nearest future. If it tarries, I am very sure it will never stay up to 4 more years. Afghanistan will be a Christmas gift. What is happening in Afghanistan today, even this January, we have seen how Afghanistan have circled everything that will aid communication by Afghanistan inhabitants. They ransacked every nook and cranny of the state of Afghanistan, the terrorists leading the state right now that took over the government. They ransacked every nook and cranny of the state to make sure they bring any gadget that will aid any Afghanistan citizen to communicate outside the world. Nigeria is going to be like Afghanistan. In fact, Afghanistan will be a Christmas gift to what will befallen Nigeria in the nearest future. Therefore, I call on every Nigerian, if you are not standing with any agitation or secessionist group, as they call it, because we know that no part of the agitators has aggrandized or have have moved into that state of secession of secessionist group. Because when it comes to that, it will be very unbearable for the Nigerian state to manage. Support every call for referendum, every call for division of Nigerian state. I think that will be the easiest way for us to get free. If you think you are a man, you are a woman from the northern states, and you think you can condemn what the IPOB are doing, I'm sure you are digging your grave. If you are a man from the south, southeast, northwest, northeast, I'm sure you are digging your grave. You are digging your grave because you don't know what is to befall you. As we speak, Burkina Faso, even the military, the Burkina Faso military said no. They cannot continue with the continuous degradation, the dwindling economy, the expansion of class system, the poverty increment, and the continuous attacks that have been carried on, the continuous terrorism and all kind of evil that have associated the state of Burkina Faso since the inception of the government of Marc Christian Kabore. 2015, Marc Christian Kabore took over power, and the state of Burkina Faso have never known increase, rather continuous retrogression, decrease, dwindling economy. Every day news of the state of Burkina Faso is only how terrorist attack took place in this part of the country. And this one, I tell you, is just what they experience is just a peanut to what is happening in as we speak this morning. Nigerian states in the middle belt, there are a lot of terrorist attacks. They call it banditry. The Nigerian government know how to paint things, know how to paint these terrorism activities that have befallen and have bedeviled the government of this APC Muhammadu Buhari-led government. They know how to paint it, and anything that will mean well for the people, they will target terrorism. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, our Hamadike, he only called for, let this country allow us to carry out a democratic process that will enable us to know if everyone is still in tandem with what is going on in the state. We want to go. We are not forcing. Let every man decide for himself whether to stay here in this kind of state with what is playing out or not. And the APC Muhammadu Buhari-led government insisted on never allowing this. The Oduduwa people, the Yoruba people say, okay, this government we have seen is not taking us anywhere. Let us be on our own. Sunday Igboho was almost killed. If Nigerian people keep this docile attitude, I tell you, in the nearest future, less than 4 years, I tell you, in less than 4 years, what is happening in Afghanistan will be a Christmas package to Nigerian people. Our own has become so worse that our military has been infiltrated by the insurgents, by the terrorists. It is done, it is a legal affair. That the military is absorbing a known, renowned, the world reputed terrorist, second worst terrorist group in the world as we speak. The Boko Haram people are recruited into the army. And as we speak, the recruitment is still ongoing. The state of Nigeria will be leveled and the terrorists will take full charge. And I tell you, no man will be free in the doom that is said to befall us. If you are not agreeing with any, what you call secessionist, because I know it's not a secessionist group. A secessionist group is the time that the agitators for freedom carry arms. When every man go on his way to carry arms, and there is an absolute state of anarchy, because it will be so very, very worse, like never before in any part of the world. No one is comfortable with the kind of devilish government that is ongoing in the state of Nigeria. As we speak, if you can follow up what is happening in the court over Nnamdi Kanu's case, you will see that no one is talking about the living and the death statement from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is removed from the charges against him. You are having a leader from a terrorist camp, and he is busy grooming more terrorists, absorbing them into your own military. You are gone. You are doomed. If you are not standing up, you are doomed. As we had the news just 5 days ago, Afghanistan terrorist leader who is in charge of the state of Afghanistan has declared
Afghanistan has
that
new
no
masters.
woman is allowed to do any job again except
came to a
apart from
end,
health services
the
or
Taliban
teaching.
are back.
That is, your right as a woman from the north, from the south, is automatically withdrawn, and no one coughs about it. No one coughs about it. If you are not supporting Biafra movement, if you are not supporting Oduduwa movement, I charge you to start crying out for revolution. You must not support Biafra. Cry out for revolution. That is what is happening now in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso state have taken their fate to their own hands. Just a few weeks ago, Mali said, no, France, go, we are tired of you. They passed an ultimatum. They said, 72 hours, if we see you, anything that has to do with France in our state, France should just they build more coffins, because the state of France will be littered with the corpse of their citizens. And embassies of France are closed. They are not joking about it. Britain is not favoring you. If you are in Nigeria, begin to agitate, begin to cry. Every tie, every international diplomatic relationship bonding British state and Nigerian state should be seized. If you are not calling for Biafran freedom, call for something. Things are not well. The center is ablaze. It's ablaze already. The gods are angry. The state of Nigeria will continue having the desecration by the blood of the innocent citizens. And this blood will keep crying. What's a doom awaits you? Cry. Cry. If you see what is happening right now, UN just passed a mandate to the military junta in Burkina Faso. They said, we call on the military to immediately release the president, Roch-Marc Christian Kabore, and all the high-level political officials in the state. They are passing this. So, British UN knows how to pass mandate, how to pass ultimatum. They knows all this, and for the past 6 years, 2015, 2016, 2022, till today, 2022, the economy of Burkina Faso has been dwindling. Wake up! Wake up! I charge you, wake up. If you are not supporting IPOB, you are not supporting the division move, the crave for freedoms, different freedoms in the state of Nigeria, support one thing, support revolution, call for revolution. We are like a time bomb. You will not understand what I am saying if you are following the trends of, look at what is, many African states are waking up. Zimbabwe woke up, they had to oust their president, Mugabe, before he finally died out of the shock and age as well. Mugabe wanted to hand over to his wife. Different states are waking up. People are waking up. Nigerians are sleeping. They are in slumber. We don't need this slumber attitude. We need to wake up. You need to wake up. Call for something. Everything is not well. Your army has been infiltrated. Your police, the security apparatus of the state has been infiltrated. That is the problem. A normal trained Nigerian soldier cannot just go to kill citizens that he protects. But this is an everyday case. A trained Nigerian soldier I know cannot just go to shoot citizens at will. This is happening every day. The Nigerian soldiers themselves are dying. A lot of them are dying in silence. call for revolution. If you are not supporting IPOB, Biafran secession, you are not supporting we are still secessionists. We are not separatists. That's what I want to clear. Separatists is the time you begin to carry everybody now smuggles arm. It is a time that no one can control again. I tell you, start for something. UN, UK, US are not really helping us. They have their own parochial interest. Don't bank on them. Get it straight. As we speak, Burkina Faso have received serious interference now. UN is calling for the head of Burkina Faso junta because these people want to change the situation of the people, the inhabitants, the citizens. They said enough. Mali is to face sanctions right now because they want UK, they want France to leave their state. They are tired. UK that is making noise just left EU. Can't you see? These people take you as underdogs. They take you as worthless. They take you as black monkeys. That is the truth. You must stand up now. Cry out. Don't keep your voice under your phone. Don't put your voice inside your cupboard to speak. Speak out. Let it be that it is a universal, it is a unanimous agreement. Everyone is crying. The state of Nigerian state, the condition of the Nigerian state right now is the condition or the state of a time bomb about to explode. It's a state of, it's like where mosquito is laying. When you put water for mosquito to lay eggs, you don't expect your mosquito nets to take care of the mosquito and the incoming of malaria is inevitable because mosquitoes must bite. They must bite. Nigeria is sitting on a time bomb. Nigerians are sitting on a time bomb. Borrow a leaf from these states that are standing up. Mali people are standing up to their fate, standing up to face their destiny. Burkina Faso is doing same. Other states are doing same. Myanmar people are crying. Look at what is happening. Everywhere, everywhere. Africa need to wake up. Wake up. Nigerians need to wake up. You must wake up. Check it. I read for you. Ouagadougou, that is the capital of Burkina Faso. The army said on Monday it had ousted President Roch Kabore, suspended the constitution, dissolved the government and the National Assembly, and closed the country's borders. The announcement cited the deterioration of the security situation and what the army described as Kabore's inability to unite the West African nation and effectively respond to the challenges, which include an Islamic insurgency. I read on. Signed by Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Sandaogo Damiba, and read by other officers on the state television, the announcement said the takeover had been carried out without violence and that those detained were at a secured location. It is not to let blood. Nigerian military must purge itself of the infiltration of the terrorists. But how can this happen? How can this happen? How is it possible? If the leader of the government itself romances with terrorists, if the people that surround the government are terrorist supporters, if the government will be having as his friend a man who is a cleric of his faith and always siding, supporting, speaking for the terrorists and justifying their actions, how do you expect a miracle from a state, from a government like this? How do you expect a military that has allowed itself to be infiltrated by terrorists to help you? Is that possible? We must take our fate into our own hands. We must call for revolution. The Yoruba state, the Yoruba nation, the Igbo nations, the Ohaneses, Afeneferes, and the Middle Belt people have had series of meetings. But these meetings will not yield any fruit. They said the election will never hold. This 2022 election will never hold until the Jonathan Confab's result is implemented. Who is going to implement this? Who is going? We are here now. You are seeing it. No one is going to implement it. You know that. Election we hold. You must either support the separation of Oodua, the separation of Biafran state, and any other state that wishes to cover from, because in as much as we still remain under British manipulation, Allah Kuside, I tell you, you have no hope. You have not hope whatsoever. You have not hope. Britain, I know, you know, who is a student of history, you know also, have no other means of survival. You are their wealth. Other Western states are growing economically. Britain is not growing because they are waiting for another colonization. Nothing more. China is fighting to take the soul of Nigeria. Britain is trying to retain what he already has. Nigeria is like... Call for disintegration of Nigeria if you know what is good for you. That is the best way. Call for referendum, a revolution as a second option. If not, call for disintegration of Nigeria. That is the only hope you have. That is the only way. If you see what Mali stands for, Mali said we are done. That is what I am telling you. India had to cut off their British alignment. They say, Britain, we are tired of you. Thank you for the one you have colonized. But for now, we are done. And from that moment, India took that decision by taking their fate into their own hands. See how India, as we speak, is the fastest growing economy in the world. Take it anywhere. The fastest growing economy in the whole world. That is India. They were able to cut off the ties and the grips, the strongholds of Britain in their state. And they began to thrive. And Nigeria have mere appendages you call politicians, stooges, men of little will, greedy men that can be bought over with a pot of porridge. Selfish men all over the place. Men who will never want to hear anything that benefits the ordinary man in the state. That is why you see them. They buy properties with your wealth all over the world. Go over anywhere, including even Dubai of yesterday. Buy properties with your wealth. The wealth that can be used. That is why sometimes we blame Obasanjo for his thievery. Because everybody knows he stole. But he's better than a lot of them because he invested everything he stole in his soil. That's the truth. That's the truth. Aoko Kenyarana, we know him. He's an evil man, we know him. But he's better than a lot of these evil men littered over the soil of Nigerian state. That is the truth. We must wake up. Okay, see from the statement here as we read. The statement was made in the name of a previously unheard of entity, the Patriotic Movement for Safeguard and Restoration, or you can call him in acronym, MPSR. That is his French acronym. A movement started up in Burkina Faso. Nigeria is facing worse. Buhari was elected the same day, the same period that the Christian was elected. 2015. They were just doing the same thing. This is not about, it's not about religion. It's not about religion. The Burkina Faso president is a Christian. See his name, Rock Christian. Rock Christian. That is his name. And some of you there in the north think we are fighting a Christian-Muslim affair. It is not a war. It is just because we have a government that romances with terrorists, a government that has no way forward, a government that is totally oblivion of how to run a state. That has nothing to offer. That is the problem. A problem that cannot be solved anytime soon. That's the truth. Especially when the military and all the security apparatus has been infiltrated by the terrorists itself. What is the safe ground? How do you want to be safe? How do we want to go out of this? If not that we first of all consider separation so that Britain will not have right over us, or total revolution that will amount to a confederal system. Because once we're able to bring in a confederal system, it will be difficult for Britain to manipulate us again. No state, no one will manipulate us again. That is the truth. But is that possible? We better join voices. Lend your voice. Cry for separation. Cry for revolution. That end is nigh. That time bomb is about to explode. Your military, your paramilitary system has been infiltrated already. You must know this. This is for a fact. The Britain now, they are telling you that nobody knows the whereabouts, at which the junta that carried out the abduction, they said we are having them. We are not denying. We have them. We need to normalize state. We need to stabilize our economy. We need to bring everything back to order. Nothing is working. Something must change. Someone must lead the change. And somebody is there bluffing, talking trash, saying Nnamdi Kanu, this, he would have done, this is not the way. Yes, we know Nigeria is not in order. These things he's doing, he would have found order. What other means do you want Nnamdi Kanu to use in calling for freedom? Where your president says that your freedom, the democratic right, is not negotiable. Are you deaf? He said this is not negotiable. There is no, he is not going to entertain any. In fact, if you call anything like negotiation, any table for negotiation about this, that you can even lose your life that instant. And somebody saying he did not take the right, the modality. What modality do you want him to take? What modality should he have taken? Somebody is having his mother, his sisters, his siblings are raped in his own village by people, by bandits, by terrorists, whom you've named the name to bandits in the guise of cattle rearers. You go to their state, you fold your legs with fear. You don't shake body. You fold your legs because you cough. They cut off your head at any slightest mistake. But they come to your own village, still humiliate you, still intimidate you. You want him to carry Bible and say, Pastor, and say, hey, praise the Lord, this thing, hey, this way you are raping our sister is not fine, it's not sweet. This the way you are killing them after you rape them, and when they also resist your rape confrontations, it's not good. That's what Nnamdi Kanu should have been preaching. Efu everywhere, Ndiara. You want to blame a man that have garnered so much balls, so much courage, a man of valor, a man that has taken so much pains to mobilize people to stand for their faith, and you are there castigating, raising up your filthy smelling tongue to speak ill against him. You must be a madman. I owe you no apology. You must be a madman. You must be a madman for speaking ill against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that is standing on his track of destiny, fighting hard to protect you in the north, protect me in the south. Efu. Ndiara. You want Okezi Ikpeazu that is defending the fact that he cannot even build a bridge. One good bridge. 8 years is about to end. It's Okezi Ikpeazu you want to speak for you. You don't know what you want. It's okay. Is it the man drinking kai in Anambra government house? The Ogogoro man. That is the man that will speak for you. That is still waiting for more kegs of kai to drink. That is it the Vumai that even want to sell even his own mother to get access to Aso Rock? He knows he's only using your sense, because I know actually he's not seeking for that. He is only trying to protect his loot. He has done well, we know. He has done well, but he still looted. He still committed evil. Or is it who amongst them? Or Buruburu? The man that is just busy revolving around Buruburu. Are these the men you want to speak for you? If you are even telling me people like Nyesom Wike, I will listen to you. He might not be supporting IPOB, but I will listen to you. Because he's a man who knows what he wants. When he stands for what he wants, he stands. If any day Nyesom Wike comes into this struggle, you will know he doesn't paint, he doesn't hide his feelings. He stands for it. He doesn't play politics like Amechi them and the likes of Amechi. He's a politician. He protects his interest, but he's a man of strong will. That's the truth. That's the truth. Those women that are wearing trousers, you think they have dick, like me, they are all women. Yeah, no, none of them is a man who is a man there. Ordinary malam, somewhere they will cough all over. See the way they prostrate. And the traditional rulers in their own village, they treat him with so much disdain. You want us to go the normal way. Call Okezibazo to be in a meeting to talk of how we'll get Biafra. And he will speak. His doctorate degree itself should be questioned. I'm telling you. Okezibazo. That's the person you are looking for to speak for you. Everywhere. Nothing working. Ordinary boy instead that cannot boast of 4 billion naira allocation, monthly allocation, is performing far more than him. Far more than he's how can I even we should even be. I don't know whom to compare him. No one to compare him. What are we saying? You watch out what happened in Guinea-Bissau. In Guinea-Bissau, a young gallant officer, just a lieutenant colonel, he woke up. He was so tired of the way things were going. He said, no, these things are not going right. We need a revolution. We need a revolution. The president began to do things at will, do anything he likes. Alpha Conde was just like Buhari. Buhari, he was even a Christian to Buhari. He was quite better than Buhari. Because if you don't cough, in Nigeria everybody live in fears. It was not even to this point, but Lieutenant Colonel Mamadi Damboya, who is a former French foreign Legion officer, later appeared on the public television to say things the way they are. Said things are not going right. The people of Guinea-Bissau must take their fate in their hands. That it is the time has gone when we will leave the affairs of the state, of millions of people, in the hands of just a single man. He said, no, we cannot continue with this kind of life. See, the life of everyone in the hands of a single man whose brain is retarded. And we allow him. He run. Just like what Buhari is sheepishly doing to people, and everyone is sheepishly following him. We have some group of lunatics littered everywhere around him who tells you that you are opposing a sitting government. This is your doing. You don't know the height of it. That is Nnamdi Kanu. To hell with you, all you Janjaweed officials. I tell you, look at a young officer, a gallant lieutenant colonel. Mamadi Damboya said, no, how can a single man just run and toil with the lives of millions of people like that? You know, what is the population of Guinea-Bissau? They are not up to 50 million inhabitants. We are talking about 200 million plus inhabitants in the hands of one single man that should be rearing cattle in the forest. And he goes about doing anything he likes, anyhow he likes. Even when the court says this, do you know what it means for you to even set kidnappers to go and kidnap judges at night? It is kidnap. When judges want to be fair in judgment, to follow the diplomatic measures, the legal measures as it should be, you feel they are threats to your government. And you begin to send the EFCC all kinds of personal parochial apparatuses in the name of state apparatus to go and kidnap a whole, not just ordinary lawyers, judges, at night. Do you know what it is? You don't want us to continue. How can learned people like the Biafrans sit in a state like this? A state where a particular tribe that is not even up to 18 million people run the affairs of everyone, tell you they must rule, that Nigeria is their inhabitant, and you want us to follow hands like that. Yeah. You must stop drinking the kaka you are drinking because you are dealing with people of super intelligence. Look at the young man. He was so bold. He carried out the coup and he was bold. He owned up. He said yes. See his statement. He said, we are no longer going to entrust politics in the hands of one man. So we are going to entrust politics to people, not one man again. That is Mamadi Doumbouya. Mamadi Doumbouya. He was so courageous enough. Who is the military general that can take this courage? They will tell you, okay, recruit 8,000 Boko Haram. They have repented. And stupidly you will do that. Stupidly you will do that. Are you not stupid? How can you do that? Yes, you will say the president is in charge of the life and property. But the president doesn't know how to pull trigger. You are the generals, you are in charge. The lives and property of our people should be in your hands. And you are recruiting terrorists. And you want us to stay so that we will I don't think you people know that you are dealing with people that have been exposed. We are travelers. We are learned. We go to school. We read. We watch television. We follow news. We read trends and developments of global politics and things that happens around. We are exposed. We know things. We know that Nigeria, as we speak, is sitting on a time bomb. It will take just a matter of few years for it to explode if nothing serious is done. Begin to call for revolution or separation of Nigeria if you know what is good for you. That's the truth. That is the gospel truth. If you heard the word of Mamadi Doumbouya, he said, Guinea is beautiful. Guinea is beautiful. We don't need to rep Guinea anymore. The president of Guinea was repping Guinea. Guinea-Bissau is a good black nation. Good inhabitants. The people are good people. But we continue to allow such a beautiful and lovable woman to be continuously repped by a sheepish leader. We will not be doing any good to our people. So we just need to make love to her. That's what he said. Follow his statement. That is the lieutenant statement. A young officer, for that matter. A young officer, for that matter. And we have old generals who can decide to salvage our state. Like Buhari, Mugabe was busy exercising extreme power. He unveiled authority by distributing healthy doses of power, land, and fear all over the land of Zimbabwe. He crushed dissent by overseeing the massacre of thousands of civilians even in 1980s, and with no effort. Outmaneuvered both rivals in his party and in the opposition. Exactly what is happening in our case. His dominance was so overwhelming that no one even think that anyone can do cough where Mugabe was. But what happened? People summoned courage and showed him where to sit. He thought nobody will ever question him in this life. He will condemn Nigeria. He will talk bad at any government, condemn Jonathan government, condemn anyone that comes around, condemn Yaradua. He speak ill about Obasanjo, who was also really an efulefu. Even somebody that had the guts to condemn Yaradua, that was even the best government we ever experienced in the civilian regime, yeah. Even at 90s, Mugabe was doing everything to suppress and weaken every potential successor. Anyone he perceived could be, so that he will install ruthlessly he was enforcing his wife. He was enforcing his wife on the people, imposing his wife. Gradually, and the wife was already seeing herself as the next president. Grace Mugabe never for one day told her husband the truth. She was so power drunk as well. At 52. Just exactly what is happening. The Fulani want to remain in power, whether rain is falling, whether sun is shining. And everybody wants to. They don't mind if they bring all the terrorist groups in the world here, right here in Nigeria. Here, right to Nigeria here. That is what they are literally proliferating arms. Creating porous borders to make sure that arms proliferation continues so that they will run this country as they like. They are doing everything to intimidate every man in Nigerian state. And everyone thinks things are right. Look at Afghanistan, oh. Look at Afghanistan. Go and see, borrow a leaf from Afghanistan. See what is happening. What's that one is befalling Nigeria? Nigeria is sitting on time bomb. Guinea-Bissau people have taken their bold step. Nigerians are yet to take a step. Burkina Faso just yesterday just took their own step. Nigerians are still sleeping. It is true. It is real. It is coming. It is coming. You must stand up to realities. It is coming. I must tell you, it is coming. Wake up. Nnamdi Kanu is not your problem. Nnamdi Kanu is not the reason why over 100 people every day continue to die in the hands of terrorism. On the account of terrorism, which the government is painting to be banditry. If it is banditry, why is the government not calling Miyetti Allah and arresting every member of Miyetti Allah? Miyetti Allah every day is owning up to all the attacks of the bandits. They are owning up. So why won't anybody why won't any reasonable person who cares? Why won't the UN, who is calling for the head of Burkina Faso junta, why won't that same UN and European Union, who are there bluffing, saying nonsense, why are they not calling for the head of Buhari? Why are they not calling for the heads of the leader of the cattle rearers, the Miyetti Allah group? And they are there busy romancing. The Nnamdi Kanu case, they will not just come in like that. They will not come. That everything, Nigeria is a sovereign state. They cannot meddle into their. But you are meddling into the affairs of the Burkina Faso junta. People that want the good of their people, you are meddling into their affairs. The EU, you are passing sanctions. The UN, you are saying they want to, that you are giving them mandate of weeks to release the president. Unfortunately to you, I know the young man. The president they are never going to release him. He will be there. He has messed the economy. He has wasted lives. What the Buhari is doing, that no stupid general is standing up. They are busy recruiting more Boko Haram into the military. And you want us to remain. I am telling you that the Burkina Faso are not going to yield to your call. Efulefu. They are not going to yield to it. You want Mali? Mali said no. They are tired of France. They are tired of France. Is it by force? The alignment, is it by force? They say they are tired of France. France will charge you 72 hours to leave our borders. And you want them to revoke it. They cannot, oh. That is why we cannot stay in Nigeria, a place that you can toil, you can manipulate the activities, the government, and you say we already have our freedom. That we are no more under your what do you call it? We are not free. Our independence is just sided. It's not, I don't think we even have up to 60% independence. When you continue to manipulate our activities, you foresee that millions, thousands of people keep dying every single year in Nigeria, and you want the people that want to go away from this kind of bondage, you don't want them to go. For you that is a foolish Igbo man, you that is a foolish Idoma man, Ijo man, you that is a foolish man from Ibibio, from Efik, you better wake up, because the doom that is set to befall you, Afghanistan will be a Christmas gift, I am telling you. For the people in the north, some of them already are facing Islamic laws already. So it might not be something too harsh on them. About 3 days ago, the Afghanistan people have banished every right to any woman to work. Even as a man, before you can work, it must be in consonant with Islamic laws. Even Sudan here, that is an Islamic state, is abolishing Islamic laws. Even in UAE, they are cutting down on their Islamic laws this January 2022 as we speak. And you are embracing Islamic terrorist tendencies. You are infiltrating your own military with terrorists. And anyone who wants to tell you freedom, you say it's no. To hell with you, Azim Chineke. We cannot stand in this kind of situation, and you want us to follow. We must go. Our own freedom is not negotiable. If Nigeria is not negotiable to you, our freedom is not negotiable, I am telling you. Our freedom is not negotiable. We cannot sit to watch you when we know we can take our fate in our own hands and save our people. Our mothers are raped every day. Our sisters are raped every day. Our lands are desecrated with the blood of our own people by visitors. And we come to your place to do business. We all sit in fear. We operate in fear. We don't cough. You come to our place, not only that you cough, you even humiliate us. You intimidate us. And you want us to remain. You that is an Igbo man that is supporting this one Nigerianism, you are a big fool. Thunder fire you there, Ndiara. Thunder fire you. Do not be well with you. All the Joe Igbokwes, all the Okezi Azos, all the people that are always backward, Azos. Don't you even, why didn't you tell your mother that you want to change the name? Because it's not a good name. Your name is influencing Abia State. Ibazo. Since the inception of your government, you have not been able to achieve one thing. And Ndiara, who will be in aloofness of politics, are they supporting you? Finding the embers of foolishness. Fellow Biafrans, I want to draw the curtain at this point. I will show you a lot of news articles on the video. It will be coming in between the video and my physical video coverage. Thank you. And all lovers of freedom all over the world, whether you're African, non-African, I thank you for your efforts, your love. I encourage you to show more love to our cause. You Biafrans yourselves, you are not more Biafran because you are Igbo man than the Ijo man. You are not more Biafran because you are Ijo man. You brought the name Biafra that the man from Igede. You are not more Biafran than the man from Efik. You are not more Biafran than the man from Idoma. You are not. Igodo and all of these people, they are all Biafrans, but sections of Biafra. If you have any fear that Biafra is coming to be a state of dominance by the Igbo race, kill the fear. Biafra is coming as a confederal state where every section, every pole, every region, every block of the state is coming to manage their own economy, and we are agreeing only on some common grounds, that as it is practiced in confederal state. Security and other vital things that needs more population and collective united force. You don't allow the gossip, the rumors, the nefarious news information that the political class in Nigerian state are giving to you to discourage and dissuade you from supporting your freedom, supporting what will make you be a man to do well and thrive in whatever you do. The thing that Nigerian state did not give you, the opportunity and enabling environment and the ground that Nigerian government denied you. All of this you are getting. Anybody who tells you that Biafra is coming to be a state where Igbo race will supersede or supersede all the affairs of the Biafran state, tell him or her it is a lie from the pit of hell. Tell him or her it is a lie from the devil and the Satan, the Lucifer himself. Biafra is a state that is coming to save Africa. A lot of African people will know, African states and tribes or nations will learn from Biafra and grow. There will be a high speed in competition, in development, because competition will be very, very, very obvious. Everyone wants to survive. Biafra will cause everyone to stand up to his feet, to her feet. That is the state we call for. It is not any pagan state like some foolish people are painting it to be. You can be a pagan, you can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim. It is your sole right to be anything you want to be, insofar as it is what works out well for you. No one will enforce religion on anyone. But Islamic terrorism, extremism, is what we will forbid in Biafran land. If you are a scholar, if you are a professor, if you are a doctor, academician of any background, of any class, and you have a way to lend your voice, do that today before it is late. Lend your voice. Nigeria is not a place for me and you. You don't have any hope in Nigeria. But for the time you are still there, be civil. Be civil. Conduct yourself. Do what you ought to do, and whatever is necessary. Thank you. For peace shall be unto those who seek peace. For sorrow, pains, agony, nefarious fate shall be the inheritance of those who seek evil and who want evil fate to be suffered by the good people of God. I don't know, you're living Chukwumerije.